cozy and warm in winter, we love our home to feel that way too. Wrapping a sweater around your room. It's designer Nike Onile. I love this idea of using your sweaters because a lot of what we talk about on the show is upcycling. If you can't donate it, maybe you can use it in your decor.
Absolutely. So I'm going to show you sweater anatomy and how to use it in different ways so you can judge your place.
Break it down.
Okay, so we have our sweater here. I've taped it out, so there's 3 different sections. We have the arms, we have the body, and then we have the bottom portion.
Got it.
So I'm going to show you how you can use these to make some art, some sweater art.
So we're going to start with vases.
Yes, we're starting with vases. So we're starting with the arms.
Yes.
So with the arms, I mean, it's really easy. I mean, literally
you're cutting a sweater.
We're just literally cutting the sweater. In this case, because we're using a vase that's kind of large, we're going to actually use the neck.
Oh, nice.
So what I realize, the hard way, always, is that you want to, it's best when you have the edges because they're finished, right? So if you're doing something like this, the edge is finished.
Yeah.
The bottom is not finished. So I use a little bit of the glue gun just so that it doesn't fray. But essentially what you want to do is you just cut your section out.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this doesn't look too bad, and then you literally just dress your vase.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. So we're going to put this.
You put the sweater on it. Okay, so it's nice if you can get a piece of the sweater that has at least one end finished.
Exactly.
And then the bottom you can just glue gun it, but that's actually kind of cute, just like that. That's lovely.
Right?
Okay, good.
Okay.
So put a little bit of glue gun at the bottom and
just
you're
so
done.
it doesn't fray, exactly. And it's really nice when you have tea lights, so you can just put your tea lights in and it kind of warms up the entire look of it.
That's lovely. I'm just going to show them these 2 projects because I like this. I like that one a lot. You could probably use a scarf as well.
Right.
But we're doing sweaters.
We're doing sweaters.
Okay. So let's move on to a lampshade.
Yes.
What part of the sweater are we using now?
This is number 2. So this is the bottom section.
Got it.
Now, with the lamps, it's really easy. I realized also the hard way that it's better when you have a lamp that is not tapered, because then it's literally just cutting it and laying it over. When it's tapered, what you do is you literally are just putting it out and measuring it. So actually we're gonna put this under just so that you can get a sense of the height. And then you mark it, and then you just literally cut around the entire thing. And we can start it.
I like that you used a cardigan though, because now you get buttons.
Yeah, isn't that really neat?
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, and don't do what I just did, which is wrong. Okay, so when you put it in, make sure that you give it a little bit of space because you want to roll it over. Because remember, we don't have the finish edge. So don't do what I did.
Yes.
And cut it a little bit further up and then roll it over, and then you have this like really cool cardigan lampshade.
I love it.
Right?
Now the other thing you said, and if you had to redo it, what you would do again is you wouldn't just leave more room at here, you'd leave more room at the bottom.
So if you see
so that you could do that and tuck it under.
Right.
And then glue it in, right?
Right. So you don't even, at the bottom you don't, because it already has a finish edge, you actually don't have to tuck it under, you just have to lay it over top of that edge. It looks better when it's all one fabric as opposed to this one.
Although I said this one's totally salvageable, so I think she could sell this for a lot of money. Like, this is good. This is the sort of thing you would actually see at a store.
It needs fringe.
Yeah, maybe put some fringe at the bottom, which was your idea, or just another sort of cozy sweater trim at the bottom, and then sell it, honey.
And
it's that on Kijiji or something.
And it's glue gun, so no sewing or anything like that.
And it's glue gun, which makes me so happy. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is for a pillow. This one is this one the hardest of all, or no?
Not really, actually. The lamp is hard.
The lamp is the hardest one.
The lamp is hard because of the edges. You have to match it up so that it looks perfectly seamless.
Yeah.
So this one is really easy because all you're doing is literally taking your pillow, laying it out so you know the size of it, and you're literally just cutting.
Okay.
So you're just cutting away. You don't have to. It's literally cutting the sleeves. I mean, if you want, you could leave it this way, but I would cut this off as well unless you want the neck on there.
Right.
And then you're just gluing the edges that you've cut. So the open edges,
I'm trying to see where you glued in
so you go on the inside, right?
Okay.
So you're gluing on the inside.
Oh, I see.
Right.
So we don't see any of that. All
and then you put your pillow inside, and this particular one had buttons, so if you just stuff it and put the buttons on, there you go.
Okay, let's talk about the general price. Like, how much would you have spent on that, the cushion that you have inside of it? Or did you just have it? Yeah, you had it lying around your house?
It lying. So I took it from another pillow that I had.
Yeah.
Right? So you just steal your own stuff. And then you, the sweater, I is your own sweater, or
Yeah.
if you want to just do the art because you don't want to cut up all your sweaters,
Right.
you can go grab something from Value Village, wash it, and
Yeah, go to a thrift store
Yeah.
and get it. I just like the idea of making what you have in your space a little bit, giving it a little bit of a refresh.
Right.
And it's nice that you've done that in a really cozy way. Okay, so this is how she reworks her sweaters. Not bad,
All right.
Nikki.